Welcome back. This is the World News, and I'm Randolf Jamias to give you the second half of the stories. For starters, let's hit the road in Mexico. In order to ease Mexico City's colossal traffic problem, city officials have launched construction of a major new elevated highway. According to the Mexico City's Ministry of Road Transport, the city has among the highest concentration of cars in the world, with over 5.5 million vehicles generating enormous volumes of vehicle traffic. The population of Mexico City stands at around 8 million and is growing rapidly, with officials fearing the city will slowly grind to a halt. Using private funds, the almost 30-kilometer urban highway south is being built at a cost of $2.3 billion. City government officials claim drivers will be able to save up to an hour in commuting time. Let's follow that with something new for gadget lovers. Samsung launched Wednesday the newest version of its oversized smartphone, Galaxy Note, just a week after Apple's iPhone 5 hit shelves in an apparent bid to outpace its rival with a wider range of gadgets. The South Korean electronics giant said the Galaxy Note 2, first unveiled at a trade fair in Berlin last month, will eventually hit stores in 128 nations, including the United States, where the firm recently lost a $1.05 billion patent case to Apple. The gadget is slightly bigger than the firm's flagship smartphone Galaxy S series and comes with a stylus S Pen to write notes or draw on the screen. Galaxy Note 2, powered by Google's Android software, is equipped with a new 1.6 GHz quad-core processor that helps run multiple applications faster than the dual-core processor of the previous version. Imagine after buying your nicely wrapped lunch at the delicatessen, you can eat not only the food, but the wrapping as well. Argentine researchers say they have developed the technology to make it possible. They say their new product, a natural and edible substance called bioplastic, could soon replace conventional plastic wrapping used to preserve foods, as well as pollution-causing plastic shopping bags that wind up in landfills and garbage dumps around the world. The bioplastic also comprises water and preservatives, but it's the cassava starch and nanoparticles from the starch of a widely farmed corn variety called waxy corn or waxy maize. Because the plastic is food-based, the researchers say it is safe to eat. Alternatively, it can be left to quickly and naturally break down after use. One of the bioplastic's most important attributes for commercial production is its non-toxicity. The scientists hope to promote the idea that wrapping can be safely eaten along with the food it preserves. They hope this can be used to replace plastic shopping bags in the near future. Let's welcome baby Vince, the white rhino, who was born in the Netherlands. The zookeeper said he was born a month earlier than expected, but is healthy and stable. Let's go to Arnhem of the Netherlands and see for ourselves.
Just 3 days old, Vince the white rhino was born a month early in a zoo in the Netherlands. Zookeeper René Reken said both the calf and mother, Kwanzaa, are healthy, even though the baby rhino's arrival wasn't anticipated until the end of October.
It was unexpected because we expected it in about 6 weeks' time. That's not terrible because it's very healthy, as you can see. Rhinos have a pregnancy from about 17 months, and a month earlier or a month later, that's also normal.
Vince and Kwanzaa will remain in a stable away from the other rhinos for a few months.
His father isn't always friendly to very young rhinos, so we have to wait until he's a bit bigger, that he can take a push from his father.
The zoo is pleased with the rare rhino's arrival. It says only 10 of the species were born in European zoos in 2011.
Moving on, let's head to Austria. Flowers are also something that play a huge role in a traditional wedding. Floral designs are really nothing else than creating art with natural materials. Many couples spend a small fortune on designer flower arrangements and bouquets. Well, Franz Josef Wein of Germany helps young floral designers to to hone their skills and to get an edge on the market. We will visit one of his master classes in Austria.
The Cistercian Abbey in Svettl, Lower Austria, one of the oldest in the German-speaking world, is famous for its beautiful gardens and late Romanesque cloisters. So it lends itself perfectly to the masterclass run by Franz Josef Wein. He runs a florist business that's been in his family for 6 generations, back in the Saarland in western Germany, but regularly holds 2-week seminars in Austria.
I had very close connections to Austria more than 20 years ago. I held seminars there. At the time, I was the champion of German florists and took part in the European Cup. Then I was asked to train florists to master standard in Austria. It was a huge compliment for me and what I do, and a very attractive proposition.
His 20 students come from all over Germany, Austria and Switzerland. They work in the Baroque orangery where the monks once housed their citrus trees over winter. The young students are dedicated to their subject. Graduates from the course have gone on to compete in the European Championships. And this year there's another florist from the Saarland here, 24-year-old Anna Wolf. And she plans to take over her family business sometime too. But the master qualification isn't the only thing that counts here.
The special thing about being in this wonderful place is to be away from home for 2 weeks and work and study with other people, to swap experiences with them in this really fascinating place.
Each course has a different focus. Right now the students are arranging flowers in these vessels. The only requirement is that the arrangement is either super tall, asymmetric, subtle or ornate. Other than that, the students can let their creativity run wild. After the course, the students of Franz Josef Wein's latest masterclass will return to Austria to show what they've learned. And next September, their work will go on public display.
And talking about flowers and parks, in China, people are looking forward to a week-long holiday for National Day. Many in the capital are hoping for a trip away, but for those who don't want to go too far, we'll take you now to one of the biggest forest parks in Beijing to enjoy the golden fall.
Being here is like reading an encyclopedia of nature. Take a boat on the 1,000-year-old canal, and you'll not only appreciate the beauty of nature, but also feel the history. 60 kilometers cycling along the canal is many's favorite activity. The forest park located in the Tongzhou district of Beijing is in the vicinity of downtown. Many city residents make regular visits here to escape the bustle.
It's much better here than before. It will be a waste if you didn't come.
The farmland in the park is another must-go, veiled by the sweet scent from 100 types of vanilla plants. It is the largest in the capital. Some newlyweds are taking their wedding photos in the sea of flowers, adding a romantic flavor.
It feels like the happiness that we long for starts from here.
This sea of green has opened to the public for free since 2010. It is expecting more visitors in the weeks to come. They went CCTV.
On our final news, the countdown is on for skydiver Felix Baumgartner's attempt to break the world record for the highest altitude skydive when he jumps from the edge of space 23 miles above the Earth on October 8th. The Red Bull Stratos space capsule has passed high-altitude simulation testing after being damaged during otherwise successful testing. Baumgartner is now almost ready to launch his record-breaking attempt to beat the 52-year-old record set by Joe Kittinger. A giant balloon will carry Baumgartner to an altitude of 23 miles over New Mexico, from where he will leap into space wearing a high-tech pressure suit. The 43-year-old aviation pioneer completed a final test jump from a near-record altitude of 29,610 meters in July. The Austrian landed safely in another part of the New Mexico desert. The final countdown for Baumgartner's history-making jump from the edge of space began on Monday after the Red Bull Stratus Technical Project Director Art Thompson declared the repaired space capsule is fit and all systems are go. That's all we have for today on World News here on Myanmar International. Thanks and hope to see you again next time.